carotid artery and the left subclavian. To do that, I look at them from the back. Brachiocephalic trunk, left common carotid, left subclavian. Look. Right here, before the split, is the brachiocephalic trunk, right there. Here, going up the neck, is the left common carotid artery, and there's the left subclavian artery. Got it? One more time. Right here, before the split, my finger's covering it right there. Brachiocephalic trunk. Over here, left common carotid going straight up the neck, and the left subclavian. Okay? Now, I come to the brachiocephalic, and the first one I run into is that little skinny one going right up the neck. That's the right, this skinny one right here. Right? That's the right vertebral artery. I can follow it all the way to the top. This one looks like an antenna. It's the basilar artery because it sits right at the base of the brain. I can come down the left vertebral, but I'm coming back to the subclavian. I pass the vertebral, and I come, here's this one going, this fat one right here going up. That's the right common carotid. And then I come over here. Once I'm past the right common carotid, this is the right subclavian artery. Now I'm going to the left common carotid. I'm going to go up the left common carotid, and common means it's going to split. See it split right here? Internal carotid, the internal carotid, and the external carotid. Got it? Internal carotid and the external carotid. Tiffany, you got it? All right. If I follow the external carotid, the first one comes off right across here. I'm going to turn them around. First one's coming off right across here. That's the facial artery. Next one comes off back here. That's the occipital artery. And the next one, right here, you can see it going into the teeth. That's the maxillary artery. And way up here is the superficial temporal artery. Way up there. See it? So now I'm coming back down to the subclavian. When I come back down to the subclavian, the first one I run into is the left vertebral. Continue across. There's this one right here. You can see it better from the front. There's this one right there, sneaking underneath the subclavian, and it's coming right down inside behind the sternum. That is the internal thoracic artery. And coming off the internal thoracic, you have the intercostal arteries, all the ribs. I come back to the subclavian, come across, and right here is my thyrocervical trunk. Continue across. Right here, I'm about the axillary, the armpit, the axilla, and I continue down. This is the brachial artery. If you look, there's a groove right here. It sits right in that groove. There's the brachial artery. It comes down, and at the elbow it splits. Anatomical position, this is the radial artery. This is the ulnar artery. There's a loop right here. This is the superficial palmar arch, and that is the deep palmar arch. And then we have the phalanges or the digitals. Okay?
What about the one behind it?
It's the dorsal, but we're not going to name it.
We're not worried about it.
Okay, so now I need you to go through it. And all we're going to worry about right now is the top. We'll do in about 5 or 10 minutes, we'll do the bottom. So you need to try to get everybody through, okay?